All right. So what about secondary characters? We talked a little bit about Uncle Terry. Max Baker shows up again as Max. Claire, who's played by Anna Wood, who's actually from Mount Airy, North Carolina, which is
Really?
where Andy Griffith. That's Mayberry, is Mount
Are you
Airy.
far from there right now, or are you just a couple of
No,
hours?
yeah, about 2 hours
Yeah.
from there.
Have you
I'm
been out there before? Have you been there?
My sisters have been there, but I've never been there. One of my mentor when I got into sports, he was from Mount Airy, North Carolina, so he used to tell me about it all the time.
We should do a couple of episodes of Andy Griffith Show one time. I think that might be fun.
Oh, that'd be so much fun. Yeah, we need to go old school
Yeah,
again.
that'd be fun.
So what do you think about the secondary character?
I honestly thought every secondary character, there's quite a few, and that's one reason I like Ed Burns, his movies. That there was a central focus that all the characters kind of focused around in this movie, as opposed to some of the past. Excuse me, some of the past that have been different storylines. There's basically just one big storyline here, but I thought all the characters kind of in this movie kind of created a nice little bed around the central story, and they all kind of propped it up and made it work. It was like kind of a seamless gears that just made it all work. You've got Max Baker; he puts in his cast perfectly, cast really, really well.
It's a good role
You've
for
got
him.
Kate. What was her name? Kate Bush. Is that her name?
Carrie Bichet. Yep.
Carrie Bush. The first movie that I had seen her in, I thought she did a really good job. Claire, I never had seen her. I like that Ed Burns uses a lot of first time or early actors, and other than you mentioning the Uncle Terry character. Other than that, I thought every secondary character did a good job.
Yeah.
Even the mother, and she shows up later in Newlyweds, and I feel that she plays. Um, she's got her niche, I think. But I think and she's good in the roles that he puts her in. And I don't know. I was pleased with the secondary characters, and I thought it helped the story move along. And Uncle Terry created a lot of drama, which pushed the movie forward.
I think that to me, Claire stood out. I think Anna Wood did an excellent job with that character. I think it was a good character that really puts so much pressure on Johnny and is almost like a mother figure to him.
Yeah, yeah,
And,
motherly.
and she comes in strong right off the bat. You can kind of see why he is and you know what? She presents a really good argument for him getting this job because she like the argument she gives is well, you said you were going to do it, so it's like, all right, she got it there. It's a well-paying
By
job.
24 years old.
Yeah, yeah, but she's holding him to his word. It's a good job and it's in the city where they're from, so it's like she does a really good job of being right but also not being right at the same time. She just shows
Yeah.
how she doesn't change, but I think she does a really good job of it. So I liked her character and I think she played it well. And again, she was like a very young um oh, who's the girl from Vacation?
Uh, uh,
Julie
Julie Lewis, is that her name?
Juliette Lewis.
Julia Lewis.
Yeah, so much
She,
like her.
yeah, I totally agree, and I remember us discussing that at the time.
Yeah. What'd you think about the music?
It was scored by
P.T.
P.T.
Walkley.
Walker,
Hmm.
and it was weird when this came out. Twitter was starting to get a little bit bigger, and P.T. Walkley started following me on Twitter for a little while, and we had a few messages back and forth. And I was going to try to get him to come onto the show. I don't know how it fell through, but that's when I actually took notice of P.T. Walkley's score because he does a couple of Ed Burns movies, and I thought it was nice, kind of light and fluffy music, but I thought it aided the production. I think it gave it like a little bit of a unique feel to the movie, and I think it helped. I didn't think it was anything spectacular, but I thought it was nice, and I think it fit well. What about yourself?
Yeah, I think it was just subtle enough. It played well. It really embodied the intimacy of this film and how small it is and how well you
Yeah.
get to know the characters and you journey with them. Interesting you say that because the song, is it Beautiful Ride or Catching You? It's this theme that keeps coming up, especially when it goes on his run. They
Yeah,
never
I was
released it.
seeing that in my mind as you're talking about it. I was hearing that one theme that's throughout the movie.
Yep, they never released that song. They released all the other ones. So I actually contacted PT Walkley, and he sent me a little cut of it that I now listen to all the time. I so I thought I thought it was good. I was happy with it.
Yeah,
I thought it
you
was really
listen
good.
to it as you run? You listen to that track as you run?
I don't listen to it as I run now. No, but I listen to it. It's part of my writing music that I do.
Okay,
So
nice.